Welcome to the show. This is MedQuest TV, and we are privileged today to have our diaspora segment show live from Richmond, Virginia, United States of America. On the other side is one of the passionate radiographers, one of the passionate medical professionals, actually healthcare management personality, and his name is Mr. Mugendi Mwakisha. Good morning, Mr. Mwakisha.
For echocardiography. The journey has been smooth. So, as you know, at the current hospital was mostly it's like a cardiac specialized hospital where that's where I started. And I worked in the cath lab. I hear the background. Okay. So there I worked in cath lab from 2009 to 2013, and then I 2013 to moved to the United States. Moved to the United States. My passion for cardiac has been very very strong because very strong because of my first job, and I saw dealing with patients with rheumatic heart diseases, congenital heart diseases, and ischemic heart disease. So that has been my passion to dig more and learn like diagnosing them early, so that they can get treated early. As we know, they die. Patient one. So that has been my passion to preventive cardiology, diagnosing them early. So that they can get be treated earlier. When I moved in the United States in 2022, uh, I had to like start from somewhere. So yeah. Oh, okay. So when I moved in 2022, so I worked in a lab for 3 months. Then I worked as a telemetry tech for 6 months. Then I moved to now being a sonographer, heart sonographer. The hospital which I work, they are very supportive because we have severe scarcity of sonographers, cardiac sonographers here. So what they did, they allowed me to work for. They give a period of 1 year, but once I joined them, I immediately had to do my exam because I didn't want to wait for 1 year to do the exam. So they give you a period. You work. They'll give you a period of 1 year. You can work on your certification. So I worked for 1 year. No, for 1 month. I did my exam. I passed. the registered congenital registered sonography, cardiac sonographer. Then I work while I'm working. I started training in pediatrics. So I trained for pediatrics for 2 years. Then I went back and did the exam for congenital cardiac sonography. We have a very supportive team. Okay, so we have a very supportive team in the ground. We have here is whereby you find we have a congenital cardiologist, uh, fetal cardiologist. We have invasive cardiologist and an invasive cardiologist, and preventive care cardiologist. So we have a very big supportive team, and you learn a lot while practicing. So I've learned a lot, mostly in structural heart and congenital heart. That's congenital structural heart. Um, uh, Sometimes, yes, there are ups and downs. Like we here is in Kenya, we don't do what do you call it, organ transplant. Here they do organ transplant. We always do echoes for patients for organ transplant. If they have had an accident, we do an echo to check the EF, to check the structure of the heart if it's okay. If the heart can be transplanted and put for another person who needs it. More so the patients who have um dilated cardiomyopathy and they cannot be treated, so they need a transplant. Uh, so it has really made me to be happy with what I'm doing. I feel so proud of myself, and I feel anyone who is coming here, also we have so many radiographers. At first, when we were coming here, we didn't know what we were going to do, but now you can do your exam back home, get registered, and then once you come here, you just practice. Or
State has different role.
each
Each
state has
United
different
States has
ro-
different
each United States has
states
different
with different
states with
rules.
different
Like
rules.
Virginia,
Like Virginia,
uh,
uh,
is most
is
Virginia,
most Virginia,
Washington D.C.,
Washington D.C.,
North Carolina,
North Carolina,
Pennsylvania. We are
Pennsylvania. We are
neighbors.
neighbors.
We tend to
We
do
tend
things
to
the
do
same
things
way.
the same way.
So
So
I'm sure,
I'm sure
because I do
because I do
research,
research,
I'm also
I'm
a
also
research
a research
cardiac
cardiac
sonographer,
sonographer,
which I work
which I work
part time.
part
I
time.
have scanned
I have
patients
scanned
in
patients in
North
North
Carolina, which is
Carolina, which is
not Virginia, Maryland. Once you
once
have
you have
your
your
register,
registered,
you have
you have
it,
another thing and report
training.
training.
Sometimes
Sometimes
when
we
you're
may
doing an
be doing
echo
an
and this
echo and this
patient's
patient's
codes, so
codes,
you are the
so you are
first
the
person
first
to
person
start
to
the
start the
CPR.
CPR,
Stabilize the patient
stabilize
and
the
then
patient,
call
and then call
for help.
for help.
So
So
it's the field
it's the field small. So with transposition of great vessels, your left ventricular systolic function is the right ventricular systolic function. Like you interchange it. So it's quite amazing field.
Your way to find yourself working in the USA?
I knew I was coming to the United States in 2020. So what I thought of, I went back to KMTC and do echocardiography because the process. My wife was a nurse, so coming here, I knew we were coming. So in 2020, I went back. I did my echo. I knew once you do an echo, you have echo. Once you come here, you can transition very easily. You can do your certification, and once you're done your certification, that's it. You work and get paid well.
A good platform to be able to get a job on the other side?
Yes, Echo gave me a good opportunity to get a job, and is that what I'm feeding on as per now? Yeah.
What you're saying is your skills on echo and your papers from Kenya Medical Training College are well accredited for you to work in the USA.
Yes, my academic papers in Kenya Medical Training College, they know it. They know it. So it helped me to transition well to here because most of the time also I work in cath lab. Cath lab we do interventions. They do aortic valve replacements. We call them TAVRs. They do mitral valve replacement. They do mitral clips, tricuspid clips. So most of the time here they need an echocardiographer in the room before they start putting the valve and post putting the valve. So it really makes me you put a lead gown and stay in the cath lab. You really see everything. And the thing I came to realize here, like the person who fluoros is the cardiologist, and then who moves the machine here is the cardiologist. Like they've tried to minimize people in the room. We are very few people in the room, like 3 people. Most of the people are out of the room because of radiation protection. They are very strict in radiation protection. So they try to minimize people.
What can you say about the protocols? Because emphasis on protocols in USA disappears what's happening in Kenya.
Oh, in about protocol, we have the same protocol as United States and Kenya is the same. I think most of the cardiologists are trained here, and maybe also there. So there is the same thing. Anatomy is anatomy. Any protocol we use for ultrasound is the same. For echocardiography is the same. So we do have the same standards. The machines we use, we are using a Philips. The machines we use, we are using a Philips FD. In cath lab we use Philips FD. Also in Kenya we are using the same machine. There's no difference. The using the same machine. There's no difference. The machine, the equipment is the same. Everything is the same. The echocardiography machine we are using here, we are using GE and Philips. There's Mindray. There's Mindray. There's Siemens. So they are just the same equipment. I also teach in Kenya Medical. The machine they have is excellent. I've seen it. Excellent. It has the same. It's the same standard as theirs is a Mindray.
That's about the organization of the profession. Do they have bodies like the Society of Radiographers in the United States.
We have I'm a member of us, that's American Society of Echocardiographers, because you need every 3 years when you are renewing your license, you have to have 32 CPD points. Without going to those society, you'll never get those points, and you'll be regarded as somebody who has not been having continuous medical education, and you lose your license. They are very strict on that. You have to attend at least some training and get the points. Not like you are just training and then that's end. If like the body CCI, like I don't know how the Society of Radiography in Kenya, they can like try to interact with them, with the CCI, and try to be approved to to give the points, this CPD points. Yeah, it will be better if they come in an agreement with them. Then people not be, because we pay a lot of money with us. We pay a lot to get those points. Yeah, it's thousands and thousands of dollars.
So, in other words, we are saying they take professional society serious on the other side of the US.
They are very serious. Yeah, you have to be in a professional society.
Tell us about the working hours in comparison to what happens in Kenya and in the USA.
Working hours are good because I work Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30. We work 8 hours a day. But sometimes you have 1 week you take a call. That will be 24 hours. That week, you're on call. So you'll be working your hours, then plus you go home and then you get called at night when there's an emergency, like pericardial effusion, pulmonary emboli. When a baby is born and failed the congenital test, you get called to come and do an echo.
Saying working hours are very flexible, but the kind of notion we usually get is that people in the United States work without sleeping 24 hours and they can be very
No. This is professional. Professional, you don't get minimum paid. If you get, bills here are expensive. So most people who work here, they are those people who work in maybe a minimum wage salary. But if you're your profession, you get paid good money. You don't need to overwork yourself. You don't need to be a slave in this country. You have to have time to sit down and think and read and be a better person in future. Yeah.
What message can you give to young radiographers who have a dream of working in the United States in the near?
The thing I can tell them, they need to really work
and
hard,
get mentored.
They get mentored.
They get mentored.
They get mentored
by someone. We have many good people.
They get mentored. They be someone better in future.
In future,
we have a lot of shortcuts.
There are shortcuts. I didn't take any shortcuts. My journey. I've seen myself. I did diploma. I did higher diploma.
I've not jumped from one thing to another.
I just
taken my time.
There's no shortcut in life. That's the thing. There's we have bodies, but now this in general there's a general body. but each state has its own rules and regulation. Like Virginia has its own rules and regulation. Some states you can have your license by the state, and then your license, like you pay times two, like you pay the federal, and then you pay the state, like you pay general, like CCI now, that's general, and then you come to the state of Virginia, you have to pay for your license. So we have those like Virginia Board of Medicine. It takes care of radiographers, sonographers. If you make any mistake, you get called. You'll see them on the when you're working. You'll see them coming asking you questions if there's any complaint. They are very strict.
What you have done in your master's level?
Yes, I did master's in healthcare.
Yeah,
I did masters in healthcare administration, business administration, healthcare administration. The reason why I did this is because I don't want to be where I am today. I may go to these big companies like GE or Philips to work in future, and you need like management role. Like you have to have a management degree, and then currently I'm a lead echocardiographer where I work, which is also a management. You manage daily operations, how many patients you have, who is going to do TEs, who is going to do babies, who is going to do intervention. Like it helps you to have the administrative mentality. That's what you cannot go up if you don't have certain skills and certain degrees.
That's very important for corporate radar. To climbing corporate radar, knowledge is very important. And maybe let's go back to, if one wants to work in the USA, where is the starting point?
Okay. If you know, like you come, the most important thing nowadays, you have a green card. If you come with a green card, which most radiographers they see they get in green cards. Once you get here, once you know you have won your green card back home, you can do the certification exam there. Then once you come here, you're good to work. You don't need to work job whereby you get $15 a minimum wage job whereby you get $15 per hour. You can jump from this job to other jobs so that you can be stabilized. As an entry echo tech here, you get like $40 here, you get like $40 per hour. For me, that is enough for you to work. You don't need to jump one job to another job to another job. For me, that is enough for you to work.
No, it appears here it is different because in the last 1 week we interviewed a radiographer working in the UK, and for him he said that what you only need is to apply online.
The job here, like the recruitment, you have to have a recruiter will approach you. Once the recruiter approach you, you do an interview with the recruiter first. That's the first stage, initial stage introduction. They know what skills and everything. Then they will send you for practical at the hospital. When you go to the hospital, they give you a patient. You introduce yourself to the patient. You scan the patient. The manager will be watching your skills. And then once you do your echo, finish your echo, then they will communicate to the recruiter. Once they communicate the recruiter will give you a deal. Say, we are going to pay you this amount of money per hour. Do you have any, like, you start negotiating? So you negotiate to say, no, this amount of money is low according to my skills. Then if you agree with the recruiter, they send you an offer. Then once you send the offer, now you go for drug test, background test, background checking. Take that phone. Background test. So once you pass your background test, it will take like a month. It's not direct, like they are very strict. They don't want to employ any criminal. They don't want, they want, a medical professional should be a very high standard person, like without criminal, without driving under influence. Those they check all those domestic violence. They check all those. You should be a clean person. Once you pass the background check, then they will give you a starting date. So the start date, you start and you start working.
Let's talk about cultural shock in terms of practice. Did you find all of this any kind of cultural shock in terms of practice in comparison to what we practice here in Kenya?
Definitely at first, that you don't understand them what they're saying. More so here in Southside, people that have an accent, they speak very fast. Like where I work, 90% are black people, black Americans. So they talk very fast. You have to be like trying to listen to them and understand them. That's the biggest problem. And sometimes you can talk to them, they don't understand you, because our English is British English. So you try to integrate with them and understand. It took me time. Now it's 3 years. I always try to understand them.
Speech issue. Any other thing you may want to say about culture shock?
There's a whereby a patient will come, but I don't talk about this. That's their sexuality. Sometimes somebody will come, a man, and say he's a wife to someone. So it's there, but now you get used to it. Yeah.
Okay. And as a general overview of remuneration compensation in comparison to Kenya, and do you do also locums in USA? All of this is only language out in the Kenyan context.
Research echoes, we get paid good amount of money. Very good. I cannot lie to you. It's very good. It's almost 1,000 per day. You get paid well. So I cannot say it's the field. If you're skilled and have discipline, when you are given a patient, like they send you far, you just go and do the patient and you get compensated very well. It gives you good money.
Okay. So generally,
we during winter, during winter we have patients. You'll see them in the hospital. In summer, these people are they travel all over the world. You never see. It's where we have low numbers of patients in the hospital, so they are always not here. They only come back in winter, like they hibernate to go some other places. Yeah. And then here we have what is called traveling jobs. Traveling jobs is whereby you are not specific in that hospital. You can travel and go to another hospital, work for 3 months, go to another hospital, work for 3 months, go to another hospital for 3 months. You get a contract. Yeah.
Mr. Mlendi, we really take it as a privilege to us as Medwise TV for you creating time to be here to give us this interview. Maybe you tell us if Kenyan radiographers who wish to pursue their ambitions to practice in the USA in future, if they want to contact you, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach out on me on LinkedIn. They can reach on our Facebook, Mgendi Mwakisha. They can reach on my email, mgendi@gmail.com. And also, they can ask you for my number.
That would be great. We hope to have future discussions with you on different subjects about healthcare in the US as in comparison to Kenya. And we appreciate. But before we end this interview, can you please be able to give your parting shot?
My parting shot, I thank the Kenya Medical Training College and the radiography for molding me to who I am today. If it was not for them, I couldn't be where I am now. And to the young radiographers, when you go to the clinical area, don't go and score. I know people go there to score. Go learn a lot, get a lot of information. Stop being greedy. This man will come. You reap what you sow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a privilege for having you for this diaspora's interview. We look forward to have an interview again in future with you for in different perspectives of healthcare. And we appreciate you for gracing the Medwise TV show. And from this side of Kenya, local time is 6 p.m. Local time, Richmond, USA, is 10 a.m. I wish to say we appreciate you and we look forward to having such kind of discussions to mentor young radiographers in future. Thank you so much, Mr. Mgendi Makisha, and I think we will end this interview at this point.
Welcome to
Thank you
RAD,
so much.
your 360 degrees radiology and healthcare partner. Shop for all your radiology needs, from X-ray machines to ultrasound machines. We have it all. At RadMed, we are dedicated to revolutionizing healthcare. We are experts in radiology and healthcare equipments, serving all areas in Kenya. In Calvary Hill Hospital, we installed an X-ray machine with a CR. In Ziwa Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine with a complete CR. In Mwanzawetu Health Services, we delivered and installed a colour Doppler machine with 2 probes. Brooks and Cherith Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine with a CR. In Nanyuki Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine. Esobi Healthcare. Malkia Wings Hospital. Zenit Care Hospital. Nelly Nursing Home. Pro Care Cottage Hospital. Esther, a radiology entrepreneur. Itak Hospital. Peter, a radiology entrepreneur. Mugamo Medical Center. Jabs Medical Center. Welcome to RadMed, your 360 degrees radiology and healthcare partner. Shop for all your radiology needs, from X-ray machines to ultrasound machines, we have it all. At RadMed, we are dedicated to revolutionising healthcare. We are experts in radiology and healthcare equipments, serving all areas in Kenya. In Calvary Hill Hospital, we delivered installed an X-ray machine with a CR. In Ziwa Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine with a complete CR. In Moanzoetu Health Services, we delivered and installed a Brooks and Cherith Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine with a CR. In Nanyuki Hospital, we delivered and installed an X-ray machine. Esobi Healthcare. Malkia Wings Hospital. Zenit Care Hospital. Nelly Nursing Home. Pro Care Cottage Hospital. Esther, a radiology entrepreneur.